So we'll take this off. I've been watching, oh no, the button just came off. God, this button is so hard. I'm gonna have to sew that button back on. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am here with my latest addition to my collection. This is the Scarlett kit by Bonnie Brown. And I'm just gonna do an outfit change and let you guys take a look at him without any of his clothes on, so you guys can see the cloth body, his 3/4 arms, full legs, and the amazing custom body that Bonnie Brown made for this specific kit for the first editions. So yeah, I'm gonna get him changed. But first, before I change him out of this outfit, I just wanna say that, oh, he's got a little lint right there, that I really love this baby with the pacifier. I don't tend to like a lot of my dolls to cover their faces, but for some reason, and I've had Scarlett's before, but for some reason, this one, I just think that this Nook pacifier suits him so nicely. But he has the cutest little mouth. And I think this is actually one of the harder mouths to paint because his lips are so thin and just so tiny. I just can imagine from an artist's point of view, I just can imagine that it must be difficult to paint. We're gonna get up close on his details, but first I want to open this little, look at how cute this packaging is. This is an order that I got from Joanna's Creation. You guys can see everything about her in the description. She makes custom clothes for a lot of collectors. She's a collector herself. She's a good friend of mine. Top person, really. So I just got this in the mail, and I'm gonna go ahead and open it up with you guys. She always sends a little headband. I mean, this could be used as a headband for one of the girls that I have. But I have to say, Joanna, that I really love this wrapping paper that you chose. It has a beautiful like rainforest or jungle theme on it, and I just think it's adorable. So Joanna posted some new fabrics that she had obtained for her shop, and I was browsing her Instagram story, and as she does, she always puts the fabrics that she has available. She put this in her Instagram story, and I really loved it. She's currently, and from whatever time you might be watching this, she's currently not taking customs. I think she's booked up, but don't quote me on that. You can still contact her. But yeah, she does do customs, but for the time being, I'm not speaking on her behalf, but I did get a custom from her. I just know that she did tell me that she was booked up. But I think that she also said that she announced on her Instagram that she's going to be creating outfits for sale, not customs, but she will be continuing to create her own creations and then selling them on her Instagram. So Joanna made this especially, I had her made this especially for Polo. And those of you who have not seen my community wall here on YouTube and don't follow me on Instagram, I just didn't do a huge name reveal video for him, but I decided to name him Polo Sebastian. And I love both those names. I really love the name Polo. It's more kind of common in South America, and that's where I'm from originally. So I really liked it, and I thought it suited him. So I have something very summery for him. Oh, look at this, is perfect. So I saw this fabric right here, which was the fabric with the turtles. So it's a very nice thin cotton, so very summery. They're very in line for summer. And look at the little turtle on there. I just thought the turtles were so cute. And you guys can see it says, let's skip, somersault, wanna jump. It has a turtle, snails, and it's in a beautiful light blue, yellow, and greens. The back has a snap button, and it's slightly open in the back, but that's okay because for photography, this just looks, and for summertime, I think it's just gonna look really pretty on him. I could also put a bodysuit underneath it if you don't want to see, because it's a little bit transparent if you don't necessarily want to see the cloth underneath. But very nice. I'm not going to put this on him today. I just wanted to show you guys. So we matched it up, and these look perfect because I've been using cloth diapers, reusable diapers on all my dolls, so they're a little bit bulky. So thank you, Joanna, for accommodating for the bulkiness of the cloth diapers that that we're putting on. A lot of us are putting on our babies. I also asked her if she can make some matching scratch mittens. I really love scratch mittens. I have them for a lot of my dolls. So she made the green with white polka dots that match the diaper cover for the outfit. So bringing it all in together. Hopefully this will be a summer outfit that I'm going to put on him. But for today, I'm actually going to change him into a bodysuit that I have by a Swedish brand. And I've been collecting from this Swedish brand for years. You guys have seen many of the outfits here on my site. However, I haven't really liked a lot of their latest things. A lot of the things that I have are a couple years old from this brand. So but this one actually is kind of new. It's probably 2 seasons or a season old. I think maybe 2 years old actually, because I actually bought this one on Amazon. So it has a cute little mouse, and I showed this in a haul, and he's floating in the night sky, what looks like the night sky to me. This little prince mouse on his balloon. So I got matching socks for this, but I don't like the bulkiness of the socks, and I'm also a little bit afraid of the blue on the socks. So I decided to instead pair this outfit up with just these gold bug regular socks. I don't even know where I got the gold bug socks from. Okay, well, one of the buttons fell off, as you saw. I'm gonna have to sew that on. I forgot that I don't typically run the button through this eye hole because it's such a tight eye hole or buttonhole or whatever you want to call it. I forgot that I'm able to just take this outfit off by moving his arms through it. So you live and learn. This is a knit outfit that I put on him yesterday, but I'm going to put him into something a little bit more casual, because this is pretty casual itself. And this shirt actually doesn't actually come with the outfit. It's part of another set that I have, but I thought it matched it, and I wanted to see what the fit was like on him from this seamstress. So, and this is a newborn size, and I actually like it. So let's get this off. Oops. I forgot how to undress you, huh? So this body that he has on him, I of course reweighed him because he was a little bit on the light side. And I got him to where I liked him. That way he wouldn't like fold into himself. One of the things, my favorite things about the Scarlett kit is the body. The cloth body is custom for Scarlett, sold with the kit in the first edition by Bonnie Brown. And unlike universal 3/4 arm bodies, cloth bodies that you'll find in many dealers like McPherson's, Dolls by Sandy, Bountiful Baby, the shoulder caps on the 3/4 limbs for the Scarlett body are really small. I don't have something to compare it to. But actually, I'm going to flash up a picture right here of a different body that I had with 3/4 arms, and I tried that body on him so that you guys could see the difference in the size of Bonnie Brown's 3/4 arm limbs, 3/4 arm shoulder caps versus the a traditional one from any other maker or dealer where they sell their bodies. So the torso is a nice size. I don't know. I just think it's proportioned perfectly for the Scarlett kit, and take care of it if you can. It's a really nice body. It's perfect for the way the legs are shaped. It's perfect for the way the arms are. The arms actually do twist. See, I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm twisting the arm, and then it moves up and down, but you can also twist this part up and down. So if I want to just lay him like that with his arm out, I can. Same thing here. this arm by itself, twist up and down, and then the shoulder itself will move as well. So I do like this 3/4 arm baby. I think it's the best design of all 3/4 arm babies I've ever seen or had. And we'll just put his diaper back on because we don't want to let that all hang out. Even though he doesn't really have anything to hang out because this is a cloth body. The chest is gathered, and so is the bottom. Let me just show you guys that real quick. The bottom is also gathered. So I just readjusted his weight to the way I liked it. And he feels great to me now. I did a combination of glass beads, belly fat, and cluster fill. And he feels really good. So as you can see, his head still flops forward. So there's enough flop, flexibility, bendability, posability, all the abilities for this baby. Love it. He has the Dhyan Mudra hand right there. Like I always talk about this, so don't stop me if you've heard this or just fast forward. But that hand positioning in yoga, it is a meditative hand positioning, and it's called Dhyan Mudra. I don't know if Bonnie did that intentionally. The idealist that I am, I'm going to just say she did. But it is a beautiful, I feel like it emanates its own energy, and therefore this doll just oozes peace and tranquility. And I love that. And then that is on his right arm, and then his right hand is a closed fist, completely closed. You can see his nail beds look very realistic. You can see the veining, mottling, beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. His face has a lot of details, very barely there eyebrows with some Lanugo painting. She painted the inside of the ear canal to give the illusion of depth. The nose is also painted to give the illusion of depth. One of my friends asked me if the nose was open, because it does actually in the pictures look like as if she opened the nose, which means they would drill a hole in it, put some black felt on behind the nose, and it gives the illusion. Well, it doesn't give the illusion, it actually is a canal, but with painting you can achieve that, and I think she's done that really well. And as you can see, he has very small thin lips, but she did wonderfully, I mean wonderful to paint the lips realistically, just the perfect amount of pink and red hues. He has acne per my request. I just told her to just do that liberally, have creative freedom on that, and she did. She put some on the cheeks, you can see right there, on the chin, right there on the lip, and she put a lot of little milk bumps and acne, broken capillaries, veining. It's the works here. Let me turn his little face. We're looking at his left side. Again, the ear canal is painted to give the illusion of depth. Lanugo painting. More acne, scratches, mottling. And then just beautiful dark brown hair. Beautiful. So yeah, the hair rooting is absolutely beautiful. Mono rooted, micro rooted, dark brown hair. The back of his head, I don't know if the camera is going to pick up on it, but if you see no details were left behind by this artist, she just went ahead and painted the back of the head red on a little portion right here, which is very realistic. Lots of newborns have that. And then as you can see, it's the different color. It's darker red here as opposed to the rest of his scalp. So very beautifully done. The Scarlett kit came out in 2016. It is a sold out limited edition kit. First edition was like 700 something. I didn't bring the COA out here. I have it put away. But the first edition had something like 700, 750. And then the second edition was open until the interest in the doll dwindled, and that started to happen when Levi was released, and it just overran the popularity of Scarlett. So if you were lucky enough to get a Scarlett back then, or you're lucky enough to find a Scarlett now, it might be a second edition, and if it's a first edition, even harder to find. So his right leg, look at all the details, mottling, beautiful veining, scratches. I love his long feet. The Scarlett has long bunny feet, just like the real baby. There is a picture of the real Scarlett, the little girl from Australia, sitting on Bonnie Brown's lap. And her legs are, I mean, she's exactly like this. So Bonnie Brown sculpted the Scarlett kit sculpted this baby from the Scarlett when she was 11 days old. So this is supposed to be like an 11-day-old baby. And then there's a picture that Bonnie Brown has a Scarlett, and her legs are exactly like this. And you can see that she has these beautiful long bunny feet. I always call them bunny feet because that's what it makes me think of, a bunny rabbit. And then on his right leg, again, beautiful mottling, nice red pink tones, and the toenails are just, I don't even know how they get these toenails done, but they do. Look at that. How they paint in such a small space is incredible. How anyone can do that. So that is the ABCs of this Scarlett, a little bit of history about the real baby. There is another there were two other Scarletts that I absolutely loved the versions of. One was Jacqueline Kramer's version, which is totally different from this version. And then there was another very delicate version done by Bonnie Brown herself. And I'll pop a picture up right here of that doll. It was done by Bonnie Brown herself. The rooting was by Lydia Torres Exposito. And so that collaboration, that specific baby, was made specifically for Scarlett's real mom. And so that baby's with the real mom. And it's just very close to what the actual real Scarlett baby looks like. So I've loved this baby since she was in sculpt form. I was waiting to see how Bonnie Brown was going to finish up the limbs, and she ended up doing 3/4 arms. And at that time I was like, oh man, I'm really loving how a lot of artists are doing full limbs now, and Bonnie did 3/4 arms, so it was kind of a deal breaker for me. So I decided not to buy the kit when it came out. But then a friend of mine in the community bought one and didn't really care for the kit, and she sold it. I bought it from her. And so I got that kit from her, and that was my very first Scarlett kit. And ever since then, I was a true believer in Scarlett. Despite, it's the one that I make, even though it has the 3/4 arms, I'd make a total exception for the 3/4 arms because I love bodysuits anyway. As long as it has the full legs, I'm okay with that. Oh, he's so gorgeous. Oh, this is perfect on him. I don't know if I want to cover his hands or not. This has built-in scratch mittens. A little lint right there. But I want to see his little hands. I want to see his hands. There we go. And especially this hand right there. Beautiful. And let me get his socks on. So yeah, when the kit came out, I was loving it when it was in sculpt form. Then when the final version came out, Bonnie had done the 3/4 arms. But I think she made up for it with, I know a lot of people do like the 3/4 limbs, or at least 3/4 arms, because they like the posability of the dolls that it offers as opposed to a full limb doll. It doesn't have the same posability options. But Bonnie Brown really made up for it with that beautiful custom body that she had designed specifically for the Scarlett kit. It is a phenomenal cloth body, as you can see. It doesn't have the huge, football gear shoulder pads, shoulders on it. That was one of my things about 3/4 arms that I don't really like is how big the shoulder caps are, but these ones are very small, petite, and short, and you still have the posability options. I just wanted to add before I let you guys go is that I decided to start brushing my doll's hair. I decided to give makeup brushes a try because their bristles are usually very, very soft and very gentle on the mohair. And I have to say that I am really loving this over any brush that I've ever purchased. It just glides over, dusts off everything. You can spray your mohair conditioner right on the bristles of the brush, of the makeup brush, and it works. In my opinion, it works better, especially for sparse rooted hair. You don't want to, have anything causing too much friction, and this is such a soft brush. I went on the cheap side. I bought an e.l.f. e.l.f. for the price actually does make some pretty good products. So I have the e.l.f. one, and it is the contouring brush. I thought it would be the best because of the shape to brush all my dolls. I've been brushing my Emma's hair, Valeriana's hair, and my Scarlett's hair. I haven't tried it on Mila. She has a little bit more hair, but I have a feeling it's going to work just as fine. So I'm really loving that. So here's my little brush hack for you guys. I think it actually, I'm going to say it right now, it works better than the brushes that I bought, and it's actually cheaper. So better than the toothbrushes, better than the little brushes that I bought, the little wooden brushes with goat hairs that I bought, and cheaper. So that's all I wanted to add here. I forgot to mention it, forgot to brush his hair. But all right, guys, that's all I have for you. Thanks for watching.